On lichess and Twitch, International Master Will Paschall, otherwise known as Slaggy on Twitch. Today's stream is a simultaneous exhibition. I try to play a simultaneous every week on lichess.org and usually on Sundays. Today is 1 p.m. start, EDT. Welcome everyone, welcome to subscribers. We've got 25 places for the simul, so I'm going to try to distribute those between our subscribers on Twitch, some regulars to the stream, and some guests who are perhaps new. I just want to remind everyone, I'm going to open the simul registration page here. You can see. I just want to remind everyone that the simul can last even over 3 hours, so please don't sign up and play in the simul unless you definitely have 3 hours set aside. I don't want people to start, play 5 moves, and then quit. So I am going to mostly, as far as new players playing the simul, I'm going to mostly restrict it to people who have an established account on our greatest free chess site on the internet, lichess.org. If you have an account with 100 games or so, an established rating, I'll select those players who have established accounts rather than just new people. Welcome to our subscribers, JCS, Acerbate, Nefidov. It says you're offline, but you're here, right? You're talking to me? I should be online. I could have lag. Anyway, we're going to get it started here. Let's create this puppy. Standard chess, 40 minutes, 40 seconds, 40 minutes extra time for me to deal with the time pressure. I've been getting lag. I have a new modem. If Comcast doesn't get better, I'll have to get a new internet, but a new internet provider. But I called them yesterday. I'd been having some problems, and we're gonna try to get a new modem out here in the next couple days. See if that doesn't help with my lag problems. At the moment, I've got 106 ping, which is totally fine. You know, it's not like a super fast connection, but it's fine. You know, I'm usually around 80, 90 when I'm in Europe, when I'm streaming from Hungary. But it looks like we're at 110. That's actually good for my Comcast connection. So anyway, I want to thank those who supported the stream with donations. Acerbate, Saul, Merle Dixon. I want to thank those of you who subscribed to the stream also. I'm going to take those guys definitely first into the simul. I got challenges from subscribers here. Jacob, Merle Dixon. Okay. Let's see. If you're out there, if you're a student of mine or something like that, we've got. Can you see my drinks? Just give me apple juice or tea today. I've got one drink, and then another drink. So you decide. They could both be apple juice. Yeah, some people just don't learn. So I'm going to take my subscribers first. I'm waiting for one of my students. He's online, but he's not challenging me. Actually, he dropped off, so I'm not sure if he's going to be here. We'll keep an eye out for him before I start the simul. Unfortunately, there's no late starts. Like, either you're in or you're not in to the simul. Merle Dixon is a subscriber. Soltigo, our moderator. Cam, are you? Do we know that? Is Cam a subscriber? Yeah, he is. Awesome. So Cam, Nefidov, S4, who donated so many bits last time. That was great. We've got a lot of subscriptions. Mikhail asked, hello, Spark, can I play with you? Well, Mikhail, I would definitely take you because you are a supporter of lichess. I think you're good to go. Just assure me that you can play for 3 hours. You know, I'd like to see people who support the site. I mean, that's awesome. Thanks for doing that on behalf of lichess. Anyway, we are going to take our subscribers first, and then the regulars, and then new guys with 100 games or so, established ratings. So let me know if you're a subscriber and I haven't accepted you. Sometimes I forget because I'm getting old. Basically, even like with our newer subscribers. Man, my eyes are itching. I think I've got seasonal allergies. I've been living in Budapest, Hungary for the last 6 months, more than that actually, and so I'm like used to the plants over there. It's like a totally different plants than where I'm living now. So I noticed yesterday, I was like sniffling. Got excuses. All right, let's get started here with the registration. So regulars, PQLLED, Percy Hepworth. You do have 100 games, right? He doesn't. I'm a little concerned about Percy Hepworth's games, but he did play me a game. So, as long as you're promising to play. You have played me one game. What was that? A simul game? I can't remember now. Did you play in the simul, Percy? I didn't know Jesus subbed. Jesus isn't a subscriber. He's a kind of regular here. I didn't get Asterbate in, or he dropped out. Anyway, last call for subscribers. There's never a last call, but I want to make sure all my subscribers get in there. Jesus gets in. So I'm picking some regulars here. Blazing Dragon. Last time Kinetic Theory crushed me in the simul game. We'll give him another chance. I hope he doesn't crush me again. That wouldn't be good. Percy Hepworth. He's been asking to play. La Luo, didn't we play before? Was it last week? I think my internet might be a little sketchy right now. I can't check my ping here while I'm registering people. Registering. Infinite Flash, yes, I would play, but I cannot guarantee stay for the entire time. All right, that's cool. Thanks for being fair about that, because you could easily say, oh, yeah, I'll be there, and then leave after 2 hours. So I appreciate that, being straight up about it. We'll try to get a couple new players in. I am determined. Karchi we played before. Laluo we played before. I want to give some new people a chance to play as well. And I don't want to go over 25 because we've had some problems with lag. And if I go over 25, last time it was 27. It just didn't help. If my internet is really stable, I don't mind maybe tacking on a couple new players. But Soltigo is dishonest. Your honesty is much appreciated. Soltigo is... I take back another subscriber. If you guys are subscribers, let me know if I, don't add you to the list here. I didn't get come on. I call him come on. I don't know why. So, Tangus was asking to play, do you have enough rated games? Because I don't want to accept people with no games. 302. All right, we'll give him a try. You guys have got to promise me that you last 3 hours. You can't leave after 5 moves and abort the game. Then you're on the blacklist forever. You'll never get to play again. Lord Jesus Christ won in Chinese chess. Okay, guys, we're going to get started in the next 5 minutes. Just give everyone a chance to get here and select players who I know are guaranteed to likely finish the game. Okay, Simon is playing Blitz there from Austria. We don't have Clash Kid in here. He's one of my favorite opponents. Really, always the last game. Spy Dork. All right, we'll take Spy Dork. He's 1882. He has a lot of established games, and I've never played him before. We'll give him a chance. Let's see. Seus. Now, we've played Seus. Okay, add him in. I feel like some people are missing today. Some of my regulars, some of my subscribers. All right, we've got 20 players, 5 more to go. I'm going to leave one place open for a subscriber as I take another few players. Ecker. Anyway, guys, good luck to everyone. We're going to get started in 3 or 4 minutes. The real Draculax. Think I've got some lag. The Blacklist channel to Discord. Okay. This guy only has 62 games. That's not enough. Now, this guy's really strong. Rochade Augsburg. He actually runs his own simuls. Is he for real? His rating's a little too high. That's where I draw the line at 2400. He's right on the line. No, he's actually 2100 in classical. If he's serious about it, I would let him play. He seems pretty strong. You know, I don't mind letting a strong player into the thing. He's 2165 in classical. I mean, I'll let him play. You know, if he's serious about it. I know he does his own simuls. Candidate master, strength player. All right, that's a strong player. It's gonna make it hard on me. I am determined. We've played before. Okay, guys. Is anyone else a subscriber that I'm missing here? I don't like playing higher rated players. Well, nobody. I mean, I do if it's like one-on-one, obviously. I do have a limit, though. I have occasionally played like 2500 rated people in my simul, and it's too much. So I draw the line at 2400. That's the absolute cutoff. And 2399 would normally be the limit. But technically, his rating is 2165. But he seems very strong. He's 2400 in Blitz. Grandy is familiar to me. I don't know. Somewhere I saw a game of Grandy's. Maybe Grandy played against one of my students or something. Okay, 3 places left. Last call for subscribers. Anybody? Any subscribers? Let's get some lower rated guys to make it a little easier for me. Dobasuka. Not too low rated, but all right. At least it's not 2100. I played them at least one game in a correspondence game. Rezo. Let's check out. We got two spots left. Last call for subscribers to my Twitch stream. If you guys are not here in the next minute, I'm not going to let you in. Piotr, I guess. He asked politely, so I'll let him play. Guys, just keep in mind before I start that it can last up to 3 hours because the extra time and the initial time and the increment. Most games won't last probably 2 hours, but it's possible for games to technically last over 3 hours if you play a really long 80 move game or something. So just so you know. Can I join? And if I can't, is there something I can do to be able to join? That's Opabinia. Well, you can join. We have 1 place left. You have 100 games. So Opabinia will be number 25. Now, just last thing before I start, guys, because I can't take everyone. If there is anyone who's a subscriber, let me know. Tom Coolin said you probably mentioned it already, but I'm just coming online now. I think subs get picked first. It's not by strength. Hi, Mr. William. Can I join your simul? A lot of people asking to join. I can't pick everyone. I just kind of picked randomly. So I'm sorry if I can't take anyone else. I'm going to start. I got 25 players. I can't really play more. Last time was 27. It was a disaster with my lag. So I'm going to just keep it on 25. If I didn't pick you, I apologize, and I'll try to, and remind me, like, hey, you didn't pick me last time. You can try to tell me, like, I left you out last time, so let me play this time. Anyway, good luck all. I'm sorry if you didn't make it in. See, here it like goes back to Koto Amatsukami, but I don't like that the program jumps back to the same board again. I don't want to play, so many games against so many moves against the same player. You see, it doesn't give the new games a chance to get in there, which is weird. I want to get in there against the new boards. It might take a while for some of the boards to come up. Okay, guys, just so you know, it might be like 10 minutes before your first move. Don't panic if that's the case, okay? It's always the next time. Thanks for having a positive attitude if you didn't get picked to play, guys. But again, be patient here in the first 10 minutes because of the way the lichess manages the simuls, it just seems to go back to the same boards a lot in the first couple of moves in many cases. So I'm going to get there as fast as I can, but it's just like game by game. All right, Camel Culture, what's up? Thanks for the donations of bits, guys. We've got weekly donations listed up there. Acerbate, S4, Merle Dixon. Soltigo. I'm going to play d5 against Soltigo. I don't play a lot of d5. S4 now. We're going to have a crazy game against him. Probably. I don't know how to say this in Polish. The initial part of the name reminds me of Hungarian. Dobos. But I'm not sure if it's the same. Alright, so Dobosiuka. Gonna try a Karo Khan there. I like to mix up the openings and play different stuff. Someone should explain to lichess how the board switching algorithm should work. Yeah, I think that it's not optimal. And I was talking about this with someone today. And I think this is part of the reason why I get into really bad time pressure. Yeah, Camel Culture is a nickname. I told you my college roommate was a specialist in this. Like, he always kind of made backhanded, jokes about everyone's names. And it's sort of funny. I'd like to do that. With a funny name like that, it's easy to do. If your name isn't funny then in the first place, it's not that easy to make something funny out of it. Anyway, guys, we probably got some lag going on. What just happened? My ping is only 98, actually, momentarily. Augsburg, strong player, LM, lichess master. Simon says, so if you move on board 1, you now have 120 increment, which is more than a board with 0 moves. Right? I mean, lichess is a work in progress, and I think a lot of features can and will be improved, but it just takes time. I mean, they have a limited amount of resources, being a free site, so I know that like the administrators and programmers do their best. All right, PQLLED. Let's try D5. I've been vocal in supporting like late joins for simuls, but they kind of shot it down at lichess. I still think it would be a good idea. Seems like I'm white in every game, but I'm not. Just seems that way. There were some blacks against Nefedov. Let's play a B3. All right, Jakob. So C4, E5. I got a number of English openings out there. I haven't really been scoring too well with the English opening. It does it kind of gives up your opening advantage when you play one C4. I think that E4, D4, and Knight F3 are a little bit more direct than C4. But again, try to be patient, guys. If I've got lag or it just takes me a long time to get to your board, don't worry. We will get there eventually. So please stay in the simul. If there's an emergency and you have to go, no problem. I mean, just send me a message in the chat, or just let me know on the Twitch stream. If you have to go, like I can agree to a draw or something like that. Now, don't exploit it and try to get me to agree to a draw in a lost position if you're in a lost position. But it's like if it's an equal position and you have to go, really something came up, let me know, and that's no problem. Okay, guys. Infinite Flash, just how do I play those longer games? Well, there is a lichess 45-45 league, which I recommend. This is what I would tell people who don't have access to say, live over the board tournaments. But unfortunately, standard games are hard for a lot of people online to have time to be able to play those. Tobasuka exchanging pawns. Just talking about that with one of my students. Whether exchanging on d5 in the Karo Khan is really a good move for white, philosophically it seems wrong. It seems wrong to exchange off your strong pawn on e4. Not today. Not today. Enough is enough. So e4, knight c6, d4, d5, knight c3. s4, I actually played that line myself. Paul Carey's played this in an early correspondence game, which inspired me to play it, an old Carey's book. Isn't 45-45 short? Well, yeah, I mean, Infinite Flash Chess. Mikhail, is that a mouse slip? I think that Mikhail just made a mouse slip. I think he meant to play h6. I feel kind of bad about this. Another problem, there's no takebacks. There's just no takebacks. Oh man, that's terrible. He obviously meant to play h6, which is like a main line. That totally sucks. I can't give him a take back. I would absolutely do so. Feels bad, man. But there's nothing I can do about it. Actually, c4 seems sort of slow. I'm just gonna have to play the best moves. I can't retract this from existence. Retracting from existence. Spidork has yet to play board 7. I don't want to go to like manual control because it's even harder. We'll just hope that Spidork gets in there in the next couple minutes in the game. It's probably not the only one. I don't know. I haven't obviously kept like a running tab, but 45-45, it's still short. I agree, Infinite Flash Chess. Compared to most people who love to play like Bullet and stuff like that, it's a lifetime. But I agree, it's not fast. I mean, it's not a long time. It's not a long time. It would be better to play like 2 hour, like a long time control. This should exist. Create your own. It's kind of an oversized increment. Yeah, I agree. 30 seconds should be fine. 60-30 would be a more logical time control, wouldn't it? Than 45-45. I don't know. It was just somebody made it up. 60-30 makes more sense. Lord Jesus Christ, we've got to get you to play a new opening or something, man. You're killing me with this. You're just killing me with the London system, man. Every week he has white. I mean, the 30-second increment is standard stuff for over-the-board tournaments. Now, I had the feeling I'm definitely hitting the lag zone. There was a very long pause before I got flipped from one board to another there. So, take back not gonna play that game, huh? He's not interested. Homie, don't play that game. Alright. Benko declined. Yep. Laluo. Merle Dixon, he's a solid customer. And supported the stream quite a bit for 500 bits. Another 100 bits donation by Merle Dixon. Pretty much almost every stream now he's donating 100 bits. The London is boring, you know. I mean, that's the bottom line with that opening. That's all I have to say. It's boring. It's a good starter opening, you know, but I would quit chess if I had to play it every game. I mean, chess would cease to be interesting to me. If I had to play the same exact opening every single game, I would just cease to play chess. Okay, Cam, it's Queen's Gambit. Guys, please donate, support the stream. Kinetic Theory with Bishop c4. Slightly unusual here. I'm going to play Knight f6. It may be a good opening, but I think it's boring too. Okay, Spidork finally got there. But he actually used his time. No, he was 10 minutes down, you know. He took 10 minutes to make his first move. Maybe he got disconnected or he has internet problems too. So I think Spidork isn't because of something on my end. It's just the way it is on his end. So Mr. Nefedov... Whenever I'm playing long games tournaments like a recent one, I end up walking around for at least a third of the game. I do that too, and I waste a lot of time. I do the exact same thing. This happened to me at the Budapest Spring Festival. Infinite Flash Chess, I was playing a game, and I realized what I was doing during the game, and I literally said to myself, man, you got to sit down and concentrate. If you're a social person, it's very bad because you have a tendency to like walk around and want to like talk to your friends and stuff, which is also like probably not really politically correct during the games. Because people can cheat, give each other moves. I mean, obviously, it's an honor system, or at least it always was in the old days. But I'll play a Catalan here. Asterbait, thanks for the bit donation. Morwa, what's up? Sorry, you're a little late to start in the simul. I'm sorry, there's no late joins. Okay, here, what are we gonna do with Peter? Knight f6 seems like a bad move. What are you talking about? Koto. I'm going to hit Koto with a weird opening there. So walking around talking during games isn't a great idea. And I've done a lot of that in my time. In the old days with like 40-2, 20-1, sudden death 30, it was kind of like, okay, you could get away with it. But it seems like today, Grandy, with the weird setup, he played like h4 and then bishop g5, and I just let him do that, and now bishop takes f6, I guess. I don't think I like e takes f6 h5, though I could do that and play f5. What's the difference really between bishop takes f6? And we'll just keep the structure whole. He was channeling with his h6. So, alright, Karchi with the pawn triangle. It would be more logical that you were talking about your own game, S4, but I couldn't recall your game at the moment when you brought it up. Not really. Seus played the exchange Philidor. Did you mean to play the martial defense? Did I do that? I played the martial defense? If I did, it was by accident. Yeah, I definitely didn't mean to do that. I don't play the martial defense. So-called martial defense. This is not the martial defense. This is the Scandinavian. So you're not talking about that, are you? Poor Marshall, like, to get called the martial defense. Like, he played like so many different systems. It's like the opening, he probably cared very little about that. D4, D5, or D4, knight f6. You know, C4, D5. It's probably something he played in some offhand blitz games. I mean, I don't know why they call it the martial defense. The only credible player ever to play that, probably. Jacob played knight on bd7. Weird. He's not taking on c2. He's not playing c6. He's playing knight on bd7. What does that mean exactly for me? Makes you wonder. Things that make you go, I don't know. Which game is this? Did I play the pseudo martial defense? I still don't see it. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this strange position. He wants to go knight f7. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I need to play a bit faster. E4. I can't believe that E4 is a bad move. Soltigo says I played the martial defense again. If I did that, it was like a complete accident. I would never play that opening. I don't have much respect for it. Don't think it's great. The Magnus Carlsen defense here. Bishop d6, apparently. And how could I have done that, Soltigo? I would never do that. Pure accident, if true. Took a long time to get to my... Man, that's like 10 minutes burned off the clock against Augsburg. Burning off a lot of time. So... What's up, Tushar? Good to see you. Okay, let's move it along. Move it along, people. Nothing to see here. Yes. I am determined mainline reverse Sicilian. Interesting try by this guy Grandy. Can't remember how I saw him play. He played one of my students. Again, we must have gone over a game. My rook's protected on h8. The pawn triangle. Now bishop g5 is one approach. Another idea would just be to play g3 there. Jacob with the... I'm a little concerned about this game against Jacob. I just recurred, it just occurred to me, it just occurred to me that he plays the Catalan with white. So I'm basically playing his own opening against him, which seems like it might be, practically not the best idea. Let's just try a weird move here. No, Grandy is not... I don't think Grandy's Bomba's second account. I really think that Grandy was a guy who one of my students played, and he was human. So, c5. The game that I saw from Grandy is a legit, regular, run-of-the-mill, standard player. I don't mean that in a disparaging way, but, he wasn't a suspicious player or something like that. All right, let's go on. c3 Sicilian, very important. Reversed. Very important opening. Got to be careful there. Dobasiuka playing this main line. Everybody knows. Mr. Bobby Fischer played that with white. Yeah, I'm not enthralled with this type of position. I'm supposed to take on c3. I don't like it that much. Like, theoretically, that's what they say you're supposed to do there. Okay, Percy Hepworth. I've been here many times. Acerbate. Oh, this is, okay. Interesting. So e6. Against e6, f4 is not so effective, so I need to play, make a decision here. I'll transpose back to a normal Sicilian. Now this move, right? Where am I going with my bishop now? Back here. Yes, we're going home. Yeah, we have a Discord channel if you guys like to check it out. All of our faithful friends are welcome to check out our Discord. Jacob going out on the side of the board with the knight on h5, and you can let them capture sometimes, but it seems a bit weird. So d2 now. Leave me in an awkward moment here. I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll let him take it. I gotta watch out for g5. That's a Nakamura thing. No, g5 is the other thing he can do. So if I play knight d2, I have to worry about g5. Maybe I should just pause for station identification. Knight c3. Is he going to try to win pawns? I mean, what if I just sack this pawn? Heck with it. All right. Soltigo. I played the martial defense. I can't believe it. Well, so be it. We're going to play our best martial defense ever. I think I lost the pawn there. Unclear position, but maybe good for black. White, whatever. White, black. I am determined. Okay, so S4, I'm actually kind of happy to see, you know, he's an aggressive player, can be kind of scary to play against. I don't mind exchanging a set of pieces early against S4. Seems like a very solid position for black. I was thinking about where to put my pieces here. Where should my bishop go, actually? Not easy to decide. Okay, I take back with a weird move order. It's kind of a bizarre position. Now, for my next trick, I can play G6, C5, E6. All right, let's move. Okay, Piotr not... Yeah, this is a weird system. I don't know. It's okay for black. It's actually... I see it from time to time. Against Zeus, let's try G3. Something solid. Chess Panda is here with us. I didn't introduce him today. Let's let him... Hey. What's up? No, you gotta play H4. H4, only H4. The H4 chess Panda. I should call him just Panda. He thinks that animals that are black and white are just the best. He's also the most cool black and white animal out there. He thinks that he's superior to penguins. And I don't know, I told him that that's not really politically correct. D6 here. Interesting stuff from Nefedov. Letting me play like D4. Let's go for D4. So black takes on D3 now. You could sacrifice a pawn. That looks a little bit Ponda. How do you like taking with the Ponda here? Pond. Sacking a little bit over the top. I think we got to take with the queen. Pandas are symbols of good luck. Yeah, that's true, actually. I wasn't thinking about that. Oh, no. Strong player playing the Grunfeld against me. The Grunfeld is so theoretical. I don't want to enter into some kind of theoretical discussion there against one of our higher rated players. That's not good. Alright. Now what's up? Jesus Christ. So B6, E4. He's ready to play E4. I have to play D5, I guess? Or CD, which is lame. Yellow Dragoon. I'm so confused with all the references. First the Fugu, now it's Ponda. Too many references. They're just mascots. Yellow Dragoon, I think he wasn't here for the stream since Ponda came on. He saw the Fugu. We got Ponda and Fugu. Ponda. He's really into the H-pawn rush, but he's always trying to get me to play some unsound attacks and stuff. Just not down. I'm just not down with that. Ponda stars. Pawn stars. So Jacob Surratt just took the pawn. Speaking of pawn stars, man, dude. That's materialistic. Just savage materialism from Jacob. The teal variation. I wonder, you can do it in the you can do this in the Scandinavian. Can you do it in the martial defense? I guess it loses a piece here. Not recommended. All right, Soltigo. You know, Encyclopedia Chess Opening recommends knight f3. I think that you're almost letting me get away with something by playing e4 there. I've had this discussion with a lot of students, and it's up to you. But I like knight f3. Now, Dobasuka with this standard position, right? This is all someone else we know plays that. D3. Percy Hepworth. Reminds me of something else. Rita Hayworth. All right. Slightly different. Wow, S4. He must have some sneaky trick or something in line here. Or he's just... Man, I don't know. I figured, okay. I never expected S4 would be trying to trade. I never suspected he'd be trying to trade against me. Queens. Or allowing a trade of queens, for that matter. Reverse Stonewall defense. Now bishop c5. Knight takes e5. Knight takes e5, knight takes e5, d4, c6. That's weird. You kind of want to do it, you know? Knight takes e5, knight takes e5, d4, queen e7. D takes e5. I mean, this is just going to be fun. I hope. Pawn does recommendation. Where should I put my bishop here? This b6, you have 23 friends online. New record. I dropped a piece. I hope not. Well, don't tell anyone, Infinite Flash Chess, if I dropped a piece. I don't need any... I don't need any negative help. I sacked a piece. Did you make your own move? Or could you reconsider? What? Say what? Alright. The Rochade versus... Rochade Augsburg. Sacked a piece, thank you. Just let's get the terminology correct. And if I did drop a piece, don't tell anyone. Please. Alright, castles. So this is my game with Alexander Bojkovic from a long time ago. Old buddy. Now, how do you want to play this? You want to trade queens on d1? Kind of a tough call. Well, I mean, anyway, I'm going to have to probably do it this way. So S4. King takes. I mean, you could take with the bishop and try to castle as well. Take my chances here. This is absolutely nuts. Black playing e5 now. Guess we should take on f5. It's pretty disruptive. Acerbate, we're going back into... We can also play bishop e5, but I'll go back into open Sicilian against you. Chess did come from India. b6 from the Yellow Dragoon. Believe so. I thought it was invented by Ancient Aliens. Can we get an Ancient Aliens reference in there? I mean, that's what, you know, the FIDE president said, that he was taken into a spaceship, so don't forget about that. Is it a coincidence, you know? Kirsan Ilyumzhinov, like, being abducted by aliens, and chess being invented by aliens. I mean, you know, this is not a coincidence. Basically. I'm not down a piece anymore. All right, what happened? Bishop b5. That's a weird move. Kind of a weird move. Out of here. So Dobasuka kind of... I say that phrase too much. Dobasuka... What's another good synonym for kind of? I need a synonym for kind of. I need to mix up my phrases a little bit. Rook e8. Somebody buy me a thesaurus. All right. Illuminati's our puppets. Let's just mobilize our pieces here. And how's our ping looking? We're looking good with the ping. I'm sorry, Spydork, but I mean 10 of that was your doing, and we've got a kind of combination of time problems there against Spydork. Spydork. Thank you for the donations supporting the stream. Much appreciated, guys. Yeah, I don't know why I underestimated this situation here. I guess I'm going to have to take with a knight. Then he develops and I get the heck out of there. And hopefully we're okay. That's all I can do. Keep my pawn structure more compact. Taking with the pawn looks sort of silly there. Got to get out of here. Dude, the board just... That's Wojciech. You're playing Wojciewicz's system there, Obopinia. Queen a5, bishop takes c5, queen takes c3 check. Go into the ending. I don't know. I don't know about it. This is kind of a weird position, though. I played similar situations. Sorry for making that loud noise, clearing my throat, guys, but I had this allergy condition kicking in. All right, d4. Maybe we go for this d4 here. Somewhat. Yeah, it's hard to find a good one. Yeah, somewhat like... I'll try to mix in the somewhat, because it's just getting... It's getting too much. Sort of. I'm just like obsessed with, kind of obsessed with saying that. Okay, so Lord Jesus Christ, classic London system. What are you supposed to do about this? This is just yucky. Yucky and boring. Okay, knight h5. I don't know. Knight h5 is a trend. There is a trend with that. I'm gonna avert. I can't talk. Avert going into that. I said that yesterday. You don't understand. Well, I'm gonna help you figure out something. Infinite Flash Chess. This is, now don't forget about this, okay? And you remember where you heard this first. Infinite Flash Chess says, I never understood where white's edge comes in those the Reti positions with the queens on b3 and b6. That's simple because there is no edge. Most people won't admit it, you know, but that the truth is that there is no edge. We're just like Magnus Carlsen, just get no advantage and go from there. That's basically all, I'm not afraid to admit that I have no advantage. I'm man enough to admit that, or human enough to admit that. I'm going to be politically correct and say human. Being sexist. Man enough. All right, knight on bd7. What's up here? This is a good system for Laluo. I think this is totally underrated for black. That's a good line. Just have the technique of Carlsen and you're all set. Now, Oba Pena, we've never played before, but they reeled off like 14 moves of book here. And that's probably the next book move. Now, I'm not sure how I should handle this. Well, I've got a castle anyway. I lost to Wojciech by not playing a4 and allowing bishop b5, which is extremely annoying. That was in a rapid game. Okay, Piotr is actually sacrificing an exchange here. I'm going to take it. I feel like I'm obligated to take this. Although I don't like taking it. It's just a whole exchange, and I feel like it's the principled thing to do. And the tasty way to do it. There's some commercial that was like that. Now what's next? We're playing like Gadakamsky. So Cam with b6, the pseudo Tartakover. Dragon reversed. I have a terrible score with this line. Absolutely catastrophic here on lichess. Maybe knight a4 or knight e4. I have a very bad feeling about that. It's probably okay. I mean, I am white. If I was black, I'd be hurting. Now e3. Solid. Got to speed up the process a little bit here. We need some counterplay, counterspiel. Do you think if Magnus lost the World Championship, he'd finally reach 2900 to get much better? You mean he'd be motivated to get better? Hey, that's a possibility. I mean, I'd be, thinking that's possible. Not super thrilled about my situation here against Piotr, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to win the exchange and try to keep him out of the house. That knight is gotta go. I think it's gotta go. Like right now. Goodbye. And this player is reeling in the moves here. The theory. Reeling off, not reeling in. I'm mixing up phrases and fishing. All right. I got the gingy throat clearing sound going on. A couple reasons. Allergies. Irritations. C8. I'll try to stop doing that, though. Roman has this nervous habit of coughing. This sort of fake cough that you're clearing your throat. Man, this player is scaring me. I mean, their rating is relatively low, but they reeled off 15 moves of theory, even though they're 1,500 in Blitz. That's a little disturbing. I don't know about that. That's kind of concerning. All right, let's move back to c4, I guess. Rochade with the quick exchange on d4, kind of unusual. Here I've got to take back with the pawn. He traded queens. It's playable. It's kind of a concession. I said it again. A concession. Allergy season. I'm a little messed up because I've been in 2 continents, and that's making it more complicated. Got the weird allergies going on. Bishop g4. Man, that is a super irritating move. Bishop d3. I mean, he's like literally gonna be like taking on h7 or what? can't do that. Not the most active move by me. Act quickly and carry a big stick. Okay, Spidwork. Try to speed it up a little bit here. I'm taking my time. I mean, it seems like I'm talking a lot and I'm having fun, but I kind of forget about the time pressure that will be a factor later on. This is just surprising. PQLL goes into that. Obapinia. You gotta go. Alright. Well, alright. We'll let them go. Karchi. Classic. Stonewall attack. Actually, that was a line I was taught to play with colors reversed. I'm using against Karchi there. What shall we do here? Okay, knight c3, fighting for the e4 square, excuse me. Well, important recapture now in this game. I'm going to take this way. Toward the center, centrum in Hungarian. It's probably like Latin or something. Alright. Azerbaijan made a dubious move now. He really needs to play c takes d there. So when we can play this, we play this. Bishop needs to play. I think in general you want your pieces to be as aggressive as possible in this sort of position with white. So I'm going to opt for knight c3. Tenga. So I have to make a decision here. Knight b3. Or take. Tough call. Or even bishop e3. Not a ridiculous idea, but he has 95. 95. Maybe not a problem. Please support the stream, guys. Oh, thongs, of course, tanga. Yeah, I mean, I think it's similar in Hungarian. I didn't really think about it, but thanks for pointing that out. It's really important. All right, queen a5, queen takes d4 there. Yep, calzones. So c5, h3. What are we going to do? We're going to shut him down here. Shut it down. Well, Cam decided to open the long diagonal. Good idea, sir. That's highly regarded. Soltigo playing the Queen's Gambit, accepted with no black pawn on c4. That Marshall. Marshall defense. Burl Dixon, thanks for another 100 donation. Sorry, guys, I can't keep up with all the chat. We'll do our best. Um, yeah, anyways. The knight on g4 is kind of irritating, but we can live with that. Spadork playing like a mainline Aliokin, practicing our pronunciation. We've probably had this before. Weird position against PQLLED. Let's go G6 here. Get to the long diagonal before he has a chance. Is chess an industry? Take your time, guys. Augsburg aiming at the c4 square. Sort of safe and simple approach he's got here. All right. I don't really want him in there. What am I going to do, though? What was my plan again? Oh, yeah. I mean, if I do this, I could end up just like losing a pawn or something. I better be careful. Best be careful there. King f8, bishop takes h7. That's the funny variation. King f8. Also b4 is sort of annoying. I should just play like a5. Web of Dark Squares. Most instructive games ever played. What are we doing here? Bishop f6. Can't remember the theory. Wow. Piotr just going after me. Piotr. Not nice. Don't like that. Don't like you trying to hurt me here. The knight's got to go. H3. All right, we're out. Hope I don't drop any pieces like last time. But Tongas did. It looks like Tongas did. He fell for my little trap. Knight takes c6. The sneaky bishop e3 pays dividends there. His mind is on other things, not surprisingly. So against Jakob, I'm just trying to play like, you know, I don't know. I'm trying to be basically Robert Marcus or something like that. Catalan expert. Safe. I don't care if I'm down a pawn. Let's make him work. Right? Rook e1 with a super sneaky move. I had crazy ideas here. I guess I'm just going to have to play h6 or something. Then he goes knight h4. In any case, knight h4 is going to end up being really irritating. So maybe I simply have to play something else. It's a weird game so far here. Knight d4 is interesting. I'm saying interesting too much as well. All right. Correct me if I use the same phrase too much. I like how s4 probably lose. He's like in no danger of losing whatsoever. It's that joke I told someone recently about. A friend of mine and I used to bet each other that we'd get the lower grade, just so that one of us, would be happy they got the higher grade, and then the other one would get a compensation. We would bet who would get the lower grade. That was compensation for getting the lower grade. Rook c8, bishop a3, queen a4. Man. Moving the same piece twice. But I feel like it's justified. Take. Trading pieces. Not so easy. Alright, whatever. I don't want to get in ridiculous time pressure here. I don't see an endgame yet, S4. It's still a queenless middle game. So I'm still fearful, basically. This, I think, is theory. Spadork started slowly, but he's catching up on time. Guess I need to try d5. Okay, Jacob played knight d5. Now we don't want to take, and we got a problem. We may have a problem here. Looks pretty serious. My last move may have been a major error. Does not compute. Okay, Piotr just going off here, trying to kill me. But the knight had to retreat, giving me a little time. Probably ought to take on f5. That looks scary, though. Looks really scary, man. I think I can do this, though. Tobasuka offered a draw. But, I mean, I think I'm slightly better here. Bishop e2, rook moves. If you have to go, let me know. I mean, I would play this out. Maybe I'm not slightly better. It's possibly it's like objectively equal. Bishop e2, rook where? I guess I'm not really better. Take? No. But I didn't see any notification that my opponent has to go like the other player. So if they don't have to go, I'm going to play it out. I could take there. But again, that's not that clear. What if I play bishop e2, then take? Alright, let's just do it. Do it and ask questions later. Karchi. Not Karchi, this is same country, different player, right? Man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to click on your account. Queen d7. Yeah, this is so easy to play for black and solid. I feel like I have to go here now. He's taking away queen a4 from me. Okay, against Acerbate, I'm just trying to bust him right out of the opening here. Now rook takes f5. Rook takes f5. I've got to watch out for discoveries. But I don't think he has anything that deadly. He's going to have to take time to recapture. f7. It's all good. Thanks, guys, for playing. We're in a world of hurt against kinetic theory again. Rook E1 or Rook C1. Dobasuka didn't use almost any time so far, the entire game. D takes C4, knight takes C4. Miscalculated something here? Let's see. D takes C4, knight takes C4, queen takes D4. With a double attack. Dobasuka not taking enough time to really calculate there, I believe. Percy Hepworth looks really solid, man. I mean, what did I do wrong? Knight D4. I don't have a clue. Stuffed turkeys. I like stuffed pandas. What's up? Hey. No computers. Just H for it. Panda. Hey, what's up, guys? Listen. Don't use engines when you play. And don't be afraid to play H4. Alright? Alright, you're blocking the webcam, so I can't see. Alright, let's get started here. He's always causing trouble. 94. Still Karchi's awful tough there. I am determined. Is he an I am? Man, what am I supposed to do? Like knight c5? What is my knight doing out here anyway? Looks like a fail, another opening fail. So we're still up our exchange. Gotta be careful, but surgical play by Rochade Augsburg. Very safe. And we did win a piece here. Thank you. I am take back. I called him I am take back. I am determined. The Knights had a long enough visit, I think. All right, we are check. Lord Jesus Christ, can you make some sort of tactical mistake, please? I would appreciate it. Into C4. Rochade just too solid. He's too solid. Not having fun yet. Bishop takes, rook takes, queen b3. Let's give it a try. We'll trade him to death, basically. All right, we've got a good game here, I think. Panda. Well, is he going to castle queenside here for reals? My king looks awful sound. My position looks sound, not just my king. Now what? So e4. The Philidor. Count Philidor. Why not just play f4? Now, my king is a little awkward, admittedly. If you have to go, guys, let me know. You know, there was a draw for... It's not like whenever you feel like, oh, I want to draw now. But if there's some reason you really have to go, it's cool. Pondo won't be happy, but that's the way it is. Dark squares are important to this position. All the squares. Not sure about that. Nefedov is very, very solid style player. Not quite sure what I'm doing for trying to get an advantage here. Knight takes e5, any tactics? Knight takes e5, bishop takes g2, knight takes d7. Bishop takes f1, knight takes f8. That's not going to happen. Not a lot of options, really. All right, we got 50 minutes in that game, but 40 in others. Look at this. Just 40 here. Trying to trick Rochade Augsburg. Now we go for the g4. I'm weakening my king side, man. I mean, Percy Hepworth. If I go there with g4, I weaken my king side a lot. Don't really like it. Don't like it. Why not knight d4? He's winning material. That's a small problem. Very good setup by black. The placement of the knights on e7 and d7. What's his rating again? 1706, based on... What did he do against me? Did he beat me? I have one draw. Ah. Okay. So what's your strength, Percy Hepworth? So far, it looks pretty invincible. g4 is risky. I don't know what to do, though. The bishop on b4 is so strong. Wait, knight d4... d4 almost works. But not quite. Unless you want to lose a pawn. I don't know about my king side. It's kind of weak there. Would I accept a draw? Against you, I would. The game against Dobasuka, against a lower-rated player, in an equal position, I would be less inclined. Against s4, I probably would accept a draw because I'm black and I'm, you know, I was playing to equalize, and I think the position is pretty much equal. So there I'd be satisfied. It depends on the player, the position, and the rating, and a lot of factors. I'm going for this against Acerbate here. Queen h5. Ooh, that looks strong. I think this is winning for me. Piotr plays too quickly. Weird position here against Koto. Trying to open the position for my bishop pair here against Grandi. Queen b6 looks like a move. What's wrong with that? Bishop takes c6 from Lord Jesus Christ. Just kind of solid. Giving up your white square bishop kills all your threats. Now, this is what I was afraid of against Jacob, but I've got lots of squares, actually. Shall we go to c to e2? Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Okay, classic Alyakin's defense. Soltigo, yeah, this isn't too bad for me. It's a Queen's Gambit accepted where I don't have a pawn on c4. It's not really beneficial for black, but it's playable. Similar to the Alyakin's defense, obviously. Alyakin. It would help to have a pawn on c4. That would make it a little better. I don't know what to do. c5 is pushing it probably beyond the realistic scope of my position a little bit. Time. Bishop f5, another approach. I feel like Nefedov against shades of Nefedov against Danny Gormali from his simul game. e6 is passive, but what are you going to do? What are we to do here, guys? Guys, Panda. H5 is not on. I need to make a decision. All right, we'll play, and I hate to play that. Passive is the word. The martial defense is not recommended. Not recommended. White is better here. What's the word? Man, knight c6 doesn't look right either. Nothing looks right here because the position isn't good. You know, that's all there is to it. No pain, no gain. What are we doing in this? Just too passive for black. White has everything you could want from a position. All right. C5. Man, that doesn't look right. I mean, the idea is right, but I just don't think I'm justified. Like, I have enough time to get away with it, basically, is what I'm talking about. Paranoia. Paranoia strikes again. Maybe e4? Can I play e4 and I'm taking away knight h5 from him? My king is not really safe. This looks dangerous. So Augsburg with 40 minutes just plays b5. Rock solid. It's just rock solid. If I play a4, I'm a little bit worried. Why am I worried? Yeah, I don't think I should be worried, actually. Why am I worried? Okay. Bishop h6 now. Worried about this, too. Weird move by Cam, though. a5. I like to see that. That weakens the black queen side. Acerbate is in big trouble. Not defending e6 here. Hopefully, we're going to be all right. d3. Got to defend that and just do something. I mean, it's a weird opening, but we got Koto Amatsukami out of his book. I beat Kaidnov once in a blitz game in this line. Okay, d3. There may be as much as a 30-second delay in the stream. We might have some lag going on now. 99 seconds, though. It looks good. We really have a decent ping for this. I don't know why. It's really weird. I called Comcast to threaten to cancel my membership, or whatever the heck you call it. I'm going to cancel my membership to the Comcast Club, you guys. So leave me with some better ping times. That's what I said. No. Okay, this looks really, really good, but we need something a little more concrete. Let's hit that pawn. Have a great night, Tushar. Thanks everyone for watching and subscribing. Thanks Merle Dixon for the bit donations. Spadork just played Queen A4. All right, we're gonna get into a trap here. This looks like my friend Zoli Varga's game against an IM. I get pinned 10 different ways. Like if I play Bishop E6, he has like D5, Bishop takes E6, Rook D1. Or if you play Queen, let's see, Knight takes D4, Bishop takes D4, Bishop takes D4, Rook D1. It's always this stupid Rook D1. I guess we're going to have to just move quickly, take our chances. Bishop e6. Go for the bishop pair here. Looks a little... I was thinking knight d4, e5, knight c2. Let's give it a shot. You only live once. Alright, against s4, draw here is appropriate. I think that white has a microscopic advantage. The real reason why I'm accepting a draw. But he's a tough player. He has a good score against me, and I'm happy. Happy with the draw there. Lord Jesus Christ, very similar to the game with the bazooka in a weird way. Also a Caro Kann, obviously. Knight on e5, very strong. I want to trade it off. Parallel position, let's say. Now I have to be thoughtful, because if a takes b, queen takes b5, I might be losing material. That's not fun. I can play bishop c5, though, and lose a pawn for nothing. So this is not a situation. This is not a joke situation. I need to be accurate. I guess something like rook b1. Something like that. This is absolutely crazy position for black. He made a mouse slip, I suspect, in the early going. So he's got a bad game. All right. Don't forget to recapture. Don't forget to recapture. Rook f6 from Karchi. What a strange move. You got to admit, that's kind of a weird move. I mean, he's going to play rook h6 or what? That is bizarre. Not too much time. We're getting a little bit lower on time. Here we won a piece, so we're good. Good to go. Asterbate said he made a mouse slip. Was it you? Is this a good move, a4? Kind of a strange decision in a way. I'm having trouble deciding what to do in this position. a4 is kind of strange, actually. It might be better to just play a3 and kick him out. Even just bishop d2, but I don't think I ever really want to do that. Maybe necessarily play bishop takes b4, in other words. Now Asterbate is in a lot of trouble. His queen is almost trapped due to virtual trappedness. We're going with a4. Now I can play bishop c5 against Karchi. And hopefully some clue what I'm doing. The early stages here in the opening against Merle Dixon. I am determined, man. I apparently have 5.5 at this. I don't know. He's hanging his e5 pawn. Nope. He's very aggressive. He's played that masterfully. Telling you guys, I have a terrible score with the absolutely terrible score with the Sicilian reverse for some reason. Just awful. This is boring. Almost as boring as the London system. Oh wait, it was the London system. Okay, now I understand. Carchi just took. I was actually thinking to take with the D pawn now. That was my plan. So his kingside threats don't get too scary. E4. This is like a very, very weird Latvian gambit at this point. Maybe knight e5. Thanks everyone for watching, subscribing. Bishop b3 now. Yeah, that's a good move. A good move, sir. Getting kind of short of time here already. I mean, optically, this is a terrible position for white, but if he can play like knight d4, it may not be that bad. I can play e5, I guess. I should really consider it, but it has a lot of kind of complicated. If I play e5, I might lose the d5 square. I mean, that's a serious consideration. So I'm thinking about what the best way of doing this is. Even queen b6 is not absurd. What's the word? Man, I don't know. Queen c7, knight d4. Then my queen like ends up queen b6, knight d4. He could even play that. The knight d4 is the problem. He's going to basically like fix his position. Okay. So it appears now that kinetic theory is he's okay, but I'm not like terrified. I was terrified earlier that I was worse. It looks like I'm okay now. Man, I just completely missed this move. If I'm not lost here, it's just a miracle. Soltigo with just quick development. Quick. Bang, bang. Knight takes e3, f takes e3. Should I grab your bishop or your knight? Or neither. Neither, if you prefer. Man, I'm still lagging in development. You gotta give the guy credit. I'm a believer in bishops. I'm gonna take it. Spy dork. Man. There's no denying that. Bishop d5. There. It's like I'm just toast. a6 d5. Calling my whole existence into basically here. This is just a nightmare. Okay, now a committal move by black, the a5. That may well be a mistake. Tough call between a3. Now my e4 pawn is under siege. Will be. It will be soon anyway. Okay, moving onward and upward. I've got to play like f4 at some point. Did he have c5 there? Was I losing a piece? You know, this move... Okay, I have knight b5, which gets weird. I guess I need to play knight c2. That's safe. Safe to assume. First we'll play that to avoid losing any pieces now. Karchi just going for it with rook h6, like as if it was a normal Stonewall attack where he just had lots of space or something. I mean, that looks pretty far-fetched. Well, I'm just winning material here. Knight takes e4. Well, no, not exactly. I have to take with the bishop first, but I like that. Does he have enough compensation? Hopefully not. All right. King's Indian. Soltigo has a development lead, no doubt. Grand Prix. All right, I'm just waiting for the next shoe to drop there. And now, well, rather than self-pin, I can play bishop e8. I also have knight to d4, but that doesn't work. So I'm not going to self-pin myself. Self-pin myself. I am determined so solid. That's why this opening is hopeless for white. You just can't get an advantage with the English. Forget about it. It's absolutely hopeless. Mihai Shuba. Forget about it, man. Like the Godfather. There is no advantage. I'm just going to stop playing c4, period. Or even... I must have to stop playing knight f3 and c4 because there's no way to get an advantage. People play correctly. I mean, there may not be a way to get an advantage in normal openings. You know, e4, d4 type of stuff. So we've got a pawn to the good here. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster. No draws, no draws. You can resign, though. It's an option. Welcome to resign anytime. Like a London system, almost. Rook c8. So I'm alright. I'm alive against Rochade Augsburg after blundering bishop c5. God, he's played so fast, though. It probably should be a draw. Bishop takes b4. Snarking a pawn if he takes the c pawn. The knight is worth it. I mean, it's a strong piece. Okay, Merle Dixon exchanging on e5 now. If I take with the knight, who does that favor? I mean, does it favor him or favor myself? Because it would free my position, maybe free his as well. I'm really not sure. I'm going to take with the pawn. E6, anyone? Highly recommended. Unless my bishop gets trapped, in which case it's not recommended at all. I'm being paranoid again, but I mean, it's hard to do anything with that knight blocking my play along the c file, so we could hold off on that a little bit. I mean, slowly time is going to become an issue here. Slowly or quickly. Thanks everyone for watching, subscribing. Check out my uploads on YouTube. Please subscribe and like over there. Video chess training. on YouTube. Bishop g4 now. Despite the ridiculous structure, I mean, white is not that dead here. I kind of hate this move. But I feel the pressure. Now this guy is just killing me. Man, what am I going to do? Played like... I'm done. I mean, I'm just losing a pawn. There's nothing else to be done. Just losing a pawn. It's a total disaster. All right. Speaking of losing a pawn, I mean, I'm not losing a pawn directly. We'll take our chances in this rook ending, which should be a draw somehow, but I'm gonna have to play kind of accurately, I think. Kind of accurately has been called Ponda, not Ponda specialty. Okay, lots of threats. Soltigo. Right, this has just been a bizarre experience, which I again suspect was a mouse slip. Bishop there, developing a piece, attacking that. H5 pawn. All right, now you're never supposed to defend passively in the endgame. But, you know, here I might seriously not have an option. Like, I have to play rook c1. We control the center better than black there. All right, guys. Next stream will be tomorrow. That is Monday, 10 a.m. So Soltigo has a nice solid structure in the center there, giving him a space advantage. And my white squared bishop is non-existent. This is not so easy for black. Yeah, that's really deep, man. Very deep. Now I have to play h5. c6. So we can play c6, b3, g3, b2, rook b1. Two can play at that game. All right, now we're basically up a pawn here, but we gotta need some counterplay. We're gonna need some counterplay. Bishop b4, an option. Super knight. I thought you'd see it your way. But we're all over that c6 pawn. Yeah, I'm just suffering. Zoltan Varga not happy with me here. This looks like a draw. Rochade Augsburg. Not using too much time for the game. F5? Kind of crazy. Takes everything. You got to do something, but I don't know about that. That looks a little extreme. Not quite sure what to do. This knight is controlling the center. My c2 knight is bad, and that's the piece that needs to be improved. But how to do that? It's a big, big problem. I'm not sure about this even. Queen h4. Just a temporary solution. Well, he's got some tricks. I mean, actually, I have to play this. I win the exchange. Okay, rook, whatever. All right, he's not got tricks. Never mind. Knight g6 is over. All right, c takes d. I try to make it all sound so exciting, but it's sometimes not. That was not exciting. Queen e3. Mr. Solid. Mr. Solid is up to his old tricks here. Just too tough, man. You're just too tough. Killing time. I don't know what to do. Okay. Bring it down. Anyway. All right. Not a lot of choices with my queen. I had a nice big lunch and I'm like getting hungry now. What's going on? The more I eat, the hungrier I get. Merle Dixon, very solid player. As they say here in Massachusetts. Knight g4. We're going to need to consider the d5 square. Man, that's pretty tough. That is pretty tough. You got queen e2, bishop a6 idea. This is about concrete ideas. The concreteness. Bishop a6. All right, here we have a nice spatial advantage. Trying to trade. I can't really avoid the exchange of bishops now. Bishop takes d5. Knight takes d5. What would Lajos Portish do? He stopped me from playing bishop a6. Speaking of bishop a6, is that a coincidence? You guys think that's a coincidence? Just running out of time. But our lag is much better today. Last week it was like a total disaster. Absolutely. No, c6 is protected. He's going to play c5 if I'm not careful. I don't know. I'm just down a pawn. Maybe I should keep the queens on there. Generally, lower-rated players' endgame skills are not that strong. So I'm kind of banking on that player messing up the endgame. I am determined playing like Juan possessed. Too strong, man. Every move productive. Every single move he makes. Very productive. My rook could end up a bit overextended here, but maybe I need to do this anyway. Alright. Now, Soltigo, can I get my bishop in the game? B3, I did consider this. That's got to be too dangerous for white. I mean, that gives me a pass pawn on the 6th. Except for the fact that it doesn't work. Now, Acerbate's queen is trapped. That was the whole idea. The Sneaky Maiden won. The bane of the simul givers day. Alright. I am productive. Well, I was just giving you a very strong knight on c4 there. I thought, okay, I mean, this has got to be good. It's got to be good. Keep that bishop on the board. Keep the pawn on c2. He stopped the classic El Clasico there. Now a6 maybe. Taking away bishop a6 from white. We're making subtle prophylactic moves, obviously. Obviously. Very strong knight. Tough endgame pawn down for me. Very little compensation. Now PQ has a lot of time. Alright, the queens are off the board here. So that's good. I don't know. I offered a draw, but he declined there. That's kind of weird. It doesn't seem like an interesting position. Now we need our knight. Knight to enter the fray, but how? I guess this is just a draw. I mean, there's really nothing to do about it. Are you in the simul? I don't know. Are you? Are you in the simul? I am determined with perfect play in this classical. Every time I play the white side of the English against somebody, they're like, okay, he is 2,000, so he's not a pushover. Though I do have a good score. 1,500 bullet, 2,000 in classical. Not a fast player. Interesting. So c6, very good move. I don't know what to do here. Do you have any tactics? Any ideas? Anything? An LM. Yeah, he declined a draw here. I don't know what he's trying to prove. It's kind of weird. That's a bizarre thing to do. Alright, so now maybe b5. Strange as that might seem, giving him a protect the pass pawn. Won the queen there. Now we got a full queen against Acerbate. Very strong knight here. Winning position, strategically speaking. But he's threatening like bishop h5. It's kind of weird. Maybe I should play c5. Lock it in there. I don't know why the LM would decline a draw there just to be funny or something, but it's... Obviously everyone knows that's a dead draw. Now I can take here and maybe play b5. No, we can't get in b5. No tactics. We had a threat of knight takes d4, but he just defended against that, so... Maybe he's threatening knight e4 now. That looks like a serious problem, actually. Serious problem has been called. Well, he would actually lose a pawn in the process of trying to do that. It's a little weird. Play king d7, centralizing the king for the endgame. Nice classic sort of advantage here, white, spatially. Because I have to take, undouble his pawns for him. Pawn is threatened. So we gotta go. Wait. Bishop f4 was just played. It's a double attack? My god. Nice rook. Suddenly, everything's hanging. No idea what's going on. Okay. That's just bizarre. Where did that even come from? He's playing very fast there. Alright, this is just weird, dude. Okay, Queen e7. Not much going on there against Jesus Christ. I will wholeheartedly accept a draw. Nothing's happening, nothing's happening. Now f3. Got a massive amoeba of pawns in that one. Let's have knight c4 at some point. Maybe I should have played it right away. Okay, we're gonna need to keep my pawn, I think. Try to keep my pawn. Now what, knight c5? There's a tactical problem. But it's pretty weird. Take, knight a4, queen a5, b3. And we're in this strange situation. It's really, really, really odd. Maybe it's better just to play like b5. Haven't seen this game in a while. Bishop d7. Trying to get my pieces developed here. Guess I should have considered taking on h5 there. Alright, now if I take with the rook, is there some trap? If I take with the queen, there's a trap. Gotta take with the rook. This player offered a draw earlier, even though they were like not really doing that great. Masturbate not giving it up. Yeah, it's not that easy to like checkmate him. Let's go with f4. Here. Now a5. I have knight d4. He's still got outs. No, actually, knight d4 is pretty strong. He has to take, and then I take on d6, and then he has a plethora of discoveries. Really nasty ones, too, like knight f5 check. I don't really want any part in that, I think. I'll just play the ending. Rook d8. Actually be better there. But is this all just a lie? He has tricks. Serious tricks, man. Abounding here. White's trying to win on time, or Black's rather trying to win on time, it looks like. A new approach. Okay, this guy's trying to kill me here. E5 maybe. It's double-edged though. Perhaps I should play h3, let him sack a piece. Just rook f1. Take on f5. Man. This is scary, actually. Knight f4? Knight takes f2, king takes f2. What happens on knight f4? Like another, that's the second draw for... But I don't get it. I mean, I'm just taking on d6 here, or d4. f5 check. We're obviously up a queen in this one. That never hurts. And now a4. Getting a bit shorter on time. I feel like I'm playing a titled player here against I Am Determined. That's how strong it seems. I better be careful, actually. Oh my goodness. The back rank is actually a target. But I think my king is actually safe here. What's not that great is my rook. Probably rook g5. Trading pieces. Okay. He's basically threatening like g5. I could sack a piece. But I need something quick. I mean, I can always play bishop e3. You know, he would really risk his king side if he tries to do that, so... Although it's going to get pretty hairy. There's also c5. Might just be interesting. I think that gives up a lot of stuff, so... Maybe I was a little bit mistaken here, the way I played this. I can move my queen again, give my bishop retreat square. Let's just do that. This is going to get kind of hairy, though. I think I misplayed that to some extent. My a5 pawn hanging or not? Hanging or not? Not. There. Not. Alright. We've got some counterplay. Mobilize all the forces. Alright. Now. Why don't I take here? It's time to take. Time has come. Bishop g5. Okay, this is a stopgap move. Trying to break free. It's like a, yeah, like a classic sort of stonewall. There was Suk with the queen, an attempt to trade queens. Which actually, I've got to be pretty alert here. I guess I really kind of have to trade queens there. Okay, what is going on today with this guy? He's crazy. All right. Just open it up. Right? Get all the pieces in the game. Got a very good Benoni going on here. I like this. Knight c4 or f4. There's no pin. But he also has nowhere good to go. I'm getting kind of low on time. Seems like a risky move to play in that spot. Queen c2. Let's be careful. Nefedov's so tight and solid, man. I mean, you just can't go wrong with Nefedov. I'm going to be like Keith Arkle versus Nefedov. Knight h4. Alright, we're trading queens. Eliminating the immediate danger there. Bishop e3. That's an interesting move to play. Knight d4. b6. Now we got to retreat. Make room for ducklings. I messed that game up. Not happy with myself for that. Guys are like blitzing now. Rook b4 perhaps. a4, that is to say. Alright, so they have a defense here, which I seriously underestimated. What do we got now? The better structure. We'll go with that. Just go with it. Everyone's playing blitz now. Bishop takes g2. We managed to find a tactic. Yeah, this is really scary. All right. It's like my queen is running out of squares now. That's not good. Not good. There's actually a threat involved. Oh my god. All right. Don't play blitz. Knight c5. Just let's develop. Keep the pawns together. I could take with the e-pawn. Right? This move looks... Should I take here on d5? Knight takes d5. Some concession, huh? I feel like I have nothing against Cam. Where is the next move coming from? Queen e7. The avalanche. Just play like rook f2. I mean, that's a solid move. Such a strong knight. We're clearly winning against Obasuka. Better structure. We don't want to be losing our queen, obviously. Yeah. Looks like I walked into a tactic. No, I think he blundered. Unless I missed something big there. Right. Okay then. Good luck with that. So rook takes check would have been possible too. Nefedov is equal here. I don't really want to weaken my king side. I'm not sure what to do. Very compact. Look at black. Zeus, 1600, but he's so compact. All right, rook d3. Oh man, seriously? Tempted to play h4 here. I mean, don't I have like g4, f5 at some point? Just stuffing his bishop. Let's grab some space on the queen side just to be sure. Guess I just overlooked this. Wow, you can do that. But he's down a piece. Wait a minute, he's down a piece, of course. All right. Panicking here. I'm like, good to count pieces. He is down a piece. Yellow Dragoon, what's up? Acer with 100 donation. Thank you very much. So we're out. Got to get the D-file going against Soltigo. And how's my lag doing? It's holding up today. For some reason. Yeah, he's obviously playing for a win here. This is an easy win for black. Absolutely trivial. Okay, knight h6. That's kind of a crazy move. What is happening here? What the heck is happening? He wants to sack an exchange on f4. I'll just take this. Speaking of taking things. Let's get his king out there. Wow, rook d1. Giving the pawn back. Feel lucky to be alive. Clearly winning. The position is a little awkward now. Due to the position of my queen and my king. Pressure on my pawn. Ponda. Hey. Okay. I'm the Ponda. Alright, I don't know what to say. Ponda doesn't know what to say. He's just hanging out. Pressure on my e5 Ponda. Somebody made me think of Ponda. Now, gotta find a plan. The old knight h7. Alright, I'm gonna give it back, you know. Don't be greedy, give it back. Share. Share the material. Share the love. Now g6. G6 is always a good move. You gotta like g6. Koto kind of seems like they melted down. I mean, he got like really a little bit carried away. I have all sorts of things. He's got some little tricks, you know, but I don't think they're realistic. This is awkward, admittedly. Right. I don't know why I was like trying to avoid this, but okay, I mean, I'll take this. Always take. Hope that works. Alright, knight on a1, favorite square. What's up? So f4. My knight is a little bit suspect. The usual suspect. Byron Jacobs. Byron Jacobs. Alright. What do we got here? Lots of time. He played g5. I've got another one where that came from, so I probably have to use it. I'm thinking. Gotta use it. With that knight, we can't possibly go wrong. Can we? Alright. I am determined. This guy is like all over me today. What is it, like a GM? Man, I'm getting compressed here. All over me. I don't know what to do. We can play maybe h3. Get some options. I can use some options right about now. Is it good to drop a pawn? Probably not. The best idea. We'll play a5. Why don't I just take this endgame? Take the endgame. For $1 million. We're up a piece here. That's good. It's good to be up pieces. Good to be safe, in control. And not too slow. So, what's going on now? He resigned. Thank you for the game. What did I have? Rook takes e3. That doesn't work. There was a check. Check and rook b3. I might have to play g5, keep this locked up. I'm not real happy about it. So now, obviously, he's playing for the 50 move rule. It's like a some other player that I know that's reminding me of, which doesn't make me happy. Let's get rid of that knight. That's pretty much pissing me off. Recapture. Just a series of players who all move instantaneously. Master Bates still hasn't given up. Let's trade off his defender. Bishop check. Guess we should head to the end game, to the center. Yeah, this looks kind of drawn. But obviously it's interesting to him. So now we go to the center again. End game. White's probably okay there. Offers me a draw, dude. That is not correct. That is not good form. To offer draws, down 2 pawns in an endgame. I will not play you anymore if you do that. Again, do not offer any more draws, please, because it's just bad form. All right. If you've already offered draws, I'm saying, you know, multiple draw offers are just totally immoral. All right, it's immoral. Bad form, basically. What are we doing here? Not quite sure. Staying in the game. It's not sporting to offer multiple draw offers during a game. Not polite. Okay. Like if it's much later in the game in a totally different situation, you know, then it's understandable. But otherwise, you don't do that. Very, very bad. Especially when you have a king like on the back rank cutoff and a rook ending and a totally lost position. Not good. Not good. Knight h4. Yeah, I can talk. Okay, so we're close to tactics here. But I still don't see anything. Alright, knight takes d4. Doesn't work. We can try to hit him with a5, maybe? Is this even appropriate? I don't know. I'm running out of time. We're going to lose that pawn back? Looks like it. C'est la vie. Goodbye, Mr. Pawn. Losing my pawn back against this player. We have the outside pass pawn there now. I'm playing blitz, basically. Easy win. I don't understand this again, really, like what the point of this is, what this player is doing, and why. Other than just trying to be kind of troll me, which is not cool. All right. Clash Kid, what's up? Sorry you couldn't make it today. Knight g5. Or knight f8. It's all good. We just had to like move instantly. 3 wins, 3 draws so far. Classic rook ending of 2 pawns. They are already offered like 7 draws. Alright, bishop takes, check. There's no mate there right away. And now what? Knight h4. Knight h4, knight h4, knight h4. Okay, I don't know about that. His knight's sort of stuck. Then again, mine is bad too. Okay, this looks like a kind of drawish position. I'm going to offer a draw there. Equal. I wouldn't call it drawish, but it's equal. Maybe not drawish is probably not the right word. Alright, rook takes. Nope. I should play rook e4 there. Consider playing rook e4. Take back fought back from a weird opening to a good position. This is a win. Easy win. Bishop b5. Threatening what? Nothing. Okay. I hope. Grandy's running out of time. We got good control of e5 there. b5. Okay. Get the a file. Little a file action. Rook c4. Huh. Okay, what do I do now? What do I do now, guys? I don't know what to do. I'm just kind of running out of ideas. This is getting pretty odd. Strange situation. Soltigo and I both in time pressure. You accepted the draw. Good game, man. That looked fair, you know, like a fair, equal battle. I thought you had a chance to play bishop e3 in a slightly different situation. I don't know about knight h4. Kind of a weird move, but you know, you can't really spoil your position too easily there. It looks like a equal situation. All right, we're moving toward the center. Whoops. See, that's the kind of move you don't want to forget about. Obviously, now I have to be careful in the endgame that I'm not worse. Okay, I dropped a rook. Like, why am I down a rook? I played rook takes e7. I just dropped a rook, so I'm going to lose that one where I dropped a rook. Not too much to be done about that. Whoops. Okay. I did not see my rook was attacked. I took on e7. What did I take? What was on e7 in the first place? I just recaptured a piece, and then he went around and like I went queen g4 and I just left it hanging. Okay. So knight takes f5, my rook's on prise, and I just left my rook hanging. Alright, good game. I can't defend. Sorry about that. Alright, we dropped a rook. This looks equal. This is a annoying troll game at this point. It's very bad form. You don't want to do that, like, ever in a simul, in a blitz game, in any kind of game. It's like really, really bad sportsmanship. I would never ever do that to someone, to make them like continue to play totally obviously drawn position. Even if they were 2600, I would be extremely pissed. Which, you know, even a 2600 wouldn't do that, basically. To like move around in circles and try to win on time. It's totally bad. No self-respecting grandmaster I know would do that. But in a tournament game, blitz game, anything, in a bullet game, it's acceptable. But outside of bullet, I don't think so. Whatever. We got to keep everything protected here. This is a little bit awkward, actually. He just keeps putting on the pressure on these pawns and stuff. I mean, I guess I'll play knight here. I don't know what else to do. Well, I mean, you know, you can slander your own reputation. You don't need help. I mean, that's easy to do. You know, people have reputations, and then it's a waste of time. Waste of my time, a waste of his time. A waste of everybody's time. All right. You are the maker of your own fate, basically. Determiner of your own fate in life, I guess. That's straight out of the realm of the most sleazy blitz player I know in the world. All right. What am I doing here? I guess I changed my mind and I'll stay over there. This is a weird position now. He's kind of like trapped my bishop artificially. I think I need to do this. Slightly different rook ending there. Good night. Oh, I think I better take with the pawn. Yeah, that's interesting. Do I have tactics ever? No tactics, apparently. That's what I'm being told. Try to open it up with other diagonal. All right. I'm getting too low on time already. It's only 3:26, but I'm getting too low on time here. Step by step. Take back has played great. Amazing play. He's outplayed me the late stages of this game. Totally. I'm not enjoying this anymore. Not enjoying it at all. All right, let's go for that. Right, okay, this is really interesting. Hope you're enjoying yourself here. Well, the c6 pawn goes, does it not, in that one? Got that bishop, man. That thing was driving me crazy. So it's like a kind of troll situation. Any threats I should know about at this point? You need to let me know, Karchi. My queen is feeling the heat. Feeling the heat here. You know, move my knight somewhere. What do I do? It's just a weird position. Okay. So what do you want to do? How's that knight doing? It doesn't help me, though. It doesn't help me. I guess we should take and create a passed pawn. I don't know what else to suggest. What else to suggest? We're getting in time pressure. All right. Trying to take this pawn. Needs to go. We were in trouble earlier against Spydork. Now I've got mate. That'll speed things up a little bit. Jacob. Bishop takes, rook takes, rook takes. Wonder if I should take with the knight, actually. Maybe I should. Opposite bishops, though. I'm a little concerned about that. The opposite bishop effect. What happened? Bishop d1. Wow, he's getting crazy with it. Alright. Yeah, 9-year-old style. Well, maybe that explains it. I mean, maybe he's 9 years old. I don't know. Otherwise, it's very strange. Time situation. Both sides in time pressure. I had a plan, but I forgot what it was. Okay, now I remember. We go with the protected passed pawn here. Something tangible. I'm taking that pawn. Now Asterbait, man, he must be getting checkmated here. This is crazy. How can it not be mate? Jacob gets the opposite bishop thing going on. It's likely a very bad decision by me to allow that. More than likely, you could say, was a bad decision to allow that. Okay, what's up next? We're coordinating. Still looks kind of drawish against Merle Dixon. Now, take back. He's just relentless. Always got threats of some kind. Man, leave me alone. All over me. He's all over me. Maybe I got some lag. Thanks guys for playing and watching. This player not down with resigning. Alright, move 11. Move 11's not in today. Clash Kid's not in today. And bishop takes g5. I didn't see that. Can't say I'm happy that I missed that, because it's kind of a dangerous looking move. I mean, we are likely going to be up a pawn, though. Or are we? Are we? I don't know, actually. Man, I blundered here. I think that's all you can call this. Just a blunder. Good old-fashioned blunder. And that the c-pawn could kill me, actually. Oh, man, this was a major blunder. Wow. Okay, what am I going to do? Take with the bishop here? Yeah, we're going to have to do it this way. Major blunder. And it's mate. Alright, we're just really low on time in a lot of boards. On a lot of boards. So, getting back to the game there. And then, yeah, this is obviously, you know, totally winning. That's kind of drawish. Structure there. Very bad. Now, what's up? Is there a threat? I just don't see the threat. That's got to go. That I'm probably just lost. He played like a genius. I should have just left my rook there in the first place. White's time play there, very weird. Okay, this has got to be mate. I probably missed mates already. Alright, Jacob. Both short of time. Man, what's going on here? Rook c1. Feels like some sort of trap or something. e4. Looks like I'm just lost here against take back. Or close to it. Just lost. Absolutely brilliant game by Black. Absolutely brilliant positional play. I just resigned. It's gonna cost me the rest of my games if I play that. Continue to play that way. Now it looks winning. Queen d3. Okay. I have no idea what that does. Did it take something? He's trying to like set something up there, it appears. I just have no time to win this position, so I'm going to opt for a draw there. Even though I'm up material, it's still very hard. Ops colored bishops. We win a rook here against Tobosh. Man, we've got close to something there. Zeus is really short of time. Man, that's annoying. He has knight d7. Forcing me to trade. That might actually be quite hard to win. Did I drop something? I feel like I lost some sort of material for some reason here. It's very weird. All right. Wait, what's the move? Rook c3? Really normal. Wow. Soltigo's in like desperation mode. Not that easy. I don't think this is even a win for black, even with the better structure. Thought I had a tactic now. I don't think it works though. He's harassing me. Kind of lost a chunk of our advantage there against Zeus, I would say. Very strange behavior to play out a position like that. Alright. Not gonna make mouse slips. Rook takes d4. There's all sorts of interesting moves here. Queen a7 doesn't work. Queen c7 looks strong. How is he going to defend against that? I mean, objectively. Alright. What happened? King f2. A lot of draws, a lot of wins. I mean, got 2 losses. Now, I remember one spacing on the second one, actually. I need to improve my king here. Ooh. This looks good. It would be nice if some of you guys got in time pressure sometimes. Alright. Too much time pressure, guys. It's really hard. Why is this sending me to this? All right. Now e5, he's totally desperate. Cam's busto. This is a weird move. Knight takes, rook takes there. That's annoying. e5. e5 drops a piece. What am I doing? Okay, let's just play c4 then. Got more time. He's been so compact and solid. Yeah, this is pretty weird. Pretty weird stuff. Alright, determined to solid. You know, if I had more time, I might try to do something there, but objectively it's equal. Bishop a3, king e6. I need some space. Here, I've got no space. This is winning. Against Cam. Thanks for your donations, guys. Thanks for supporting the stream. Now, Karchi. No threats for the moment. We're going to start mobilizing. Yeah, this is normal. Some sort of psychological thing, I guess. Soltico's king is in some trouble. Now e5. We could be in business. Don't I have back rank, mate? Rook a3. Interesting position. He lost his queen. Seus was really, really short of time. Okay. Bishop g6. No real threat there, so we're just moving. And we're winning this. d5. Piling up too much. Okay, this is a draw. I claim a draw against Merle Dixon. Is that how my simul gets messed up when the game ends before it can go on to the next one? Is that how we get into the problem where we kind of get out of sync? I don't know if I can manage this. But it's made. Alright, thanks for the game, guys. 10 wins, 9 draws, 2 losses. You're welcome for the games, guys. What is that? I don't know. Thanks for the donation, Merle Dixon. I guess it's like a title for trolls or something. I don't know. Lance 5500 is given the LM title. He seems like a really good guy. Worthy of like a greater title. But, you know, there's some people who don't get to play in live tournaments. Are we really down to just 3 games? Wow. Pretty fast simul today. Lots of draws, obviously. I didn't want to get in crazy time pressure. Maybe one of these times we're going to try like a 60-40 simul. Merle Dixon, tough game. Nothing really happened there. I mean, it was a typical game for that kind of structure, but I tried something. Yeah, it's really interesting. We'll be here all day doing this. This really nasty guy I know from Latvia is the sleaziest blitz player I've ever played. Does the same sort of stuff. It's very strange behavior. I mean, you're basically making yourself look stupid in front of a lot of people. I mean, it's one thing if you do it yourself. If you do it like in a one-on-one blitz game to try to win rating points, but to do it when somebody's streaming. Merle Dixon, thanks again, man. Merle Dixon is now the chip leader for the. He's now the chip leader for the week, basically. Not a super exciting game, but there was some tension and some things that were going on there, Merle Dixon. So it wasn't like there was nothing happening in that game. All right. I'm more concerned about the other games, not this one. This is obviously a draw. It's been a draw for the last, 30 minutes. But that would be like the last game I would ever play with this guy in my life. No doubt. I would never, ever accept another game from him. Once someone does something like that, you lose all respect from me. Forever. There never would be, say apologized or something. I mean, it's just totally bad sportsmanship. I've been playing chess for 30 years, dude. I have no respect for people who do things like that. So, we got 2 games left, basically. Try to keep the board straight. I got 15 minutes. We can let him steam for a while I go to the other board. It'll be more interesting that way. This is a draw as well. Unfortunately, we really know what the proper results here are of the final games. It's very strange behavior. Waste of time. I almost fumbled the rook. I got my board pulled down, and then my rook was in a weird place. He's trying to won. He's been trying to won for the last 40 minutes, man. I mean, it didn't have anything to do with my last comment. It's just reminds me of your game against I Am Nanu. Nanu has justified, in trying to beat me. I mean, he also doesn't have the best reputation as a sportsman, but Nanu is he's like a gentleman compared to this guy. Okay, rook takes e6. Finally, it's just a draw. All right. Percy Hepworth will be the last game. There's a little bit of play left in the game with Percy Hepworth, but I think it should be a draw. I'm a little bit worried about my c-pawn. One of our faster simuls, 12 wins, 10 draws, 2 losses. I hung a rook against Koto Amatsukami in an interesting position where I was probably better. But the other game I lost was I Take Back, one of my subscribers, and he basically kicked my butt with black in what I thought was an interesting opening. I assumed that the opening was slightly favorable to me, but a totally new kind of position. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't play the player again, whoever did that, I mean, it's Krivonosov from Latvia used to do stuff like that against me in 5-minute blitz. I mean, it's bad enough in 5-minute blitz to do that kind of nonsense, but in more than 5 minutes blitz, it's just totally disrespectful. I mean, it wouldn't matter if I'm an IM or a 2200. I mean, it's not like I have an attitude because I'm a title player. It's just disrespectful if he was playing another guy who was the same rating as him. I mean, it doesn't matter what my rating is. It's just ridiculous and a waste of time. All right, this is our last game. It's Percy Hepworth. So I was wondering if maybe I have to be careful about my c-pawn. Pawn takes pawn, knight c8, knight b6. But I can probably protect. I'm a little more extended, so I have to be a little bit more careful than him. He also has the g5 break at some point. So it should really end up with 12 wins, 11 draws, and 2 losses, which is probably... It should be a draw. I mean, I don't think either side has enough of an advantage to seriously try to win. Obviously, I have to alter my style when I play in these simuls. Guys, I already have a lot of draws in long games, but when I'm playing 25 boards, I try to avoid, I try to avoid a lot of crazy complications. So I tend to play more stable than I would even like in normal chess. Infinite fat flash chess. Olegas is the most friendly player, dude. Dude, the guy flags you with rook against rook, man, in blitz chess. That's not friendly. That's like disgusting and totally like the most unsportsmanlike thing you can do, man. I mean, it's like a maggot thing to do, you know. I mean, maybe he's friendly to your face or something. I don't know. I played him over the board as well, and he was okay. But people who flag with rook against rook, when you got, and I'm not talking about when you're both with 3 seconds left. I'm talking about I'm talking about flagging someone with rook against rook when one player has like 4 minutes and the other player has 2. We're talking about moving back and forth for 100 moves with rook against rook. That's the kind of guy that Olegas is, you know. That's the kind of sportsmanship that he shows. I mean, I don't know how he's behaved with you, Infinite Flash Chess, but that was just like every day he would do that, you know. I mean, you know, in a bullet game where there's no time left, it's okay to flag someone with rook against rook. But you don't do that, you know. I mean, that's just, it's a very bad sign about someone's level of like sportsmanship and morality. Um, anyway, okay, knight f2 here. You detected sarcasm. Me? Sarcastic? Yeah. I mean, I played him a couple blitz games in a live tournament, and nothing happened, you know, where he had a chance to do anything like that. But it's easier to be a real jerk in anonymous situations on the internet. It's harder to be a jerk to someone's face, you know. I think that's, yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing, you know. Maybe he would be like less likely to be a complete idiot, you know, if you were sitting in front of him. But online, man, it's easy to be really unsportsmanlike. All right, so B takes C4. Anyway, guys, kind of fast. He also had issues with Anna Rudolph and that whole story, dude. I mean, so it's not just this, you know. It's that other stuff that he accused Anna Rudolph of cheating when she made her first IM norm. I mean, she's one of the totally nice people that I met in chess, and I couldn't imagine, you know, what that was about. Just because he lost to a girl or whatever, he freaked out. I mean, yeah, of course. But I'm not really playing for a win here, to be honest with you. I do have a protect and pass pawn. And Percy Hepworth is actually running out of time, but I wasn't really intending on playing this for a win. I'm not sure that realistically. I mean, I know that it's a draw, most likely. But if he continues to play passively, he might lose. I mean, this move, Knight c8 was my fear long ago, but already he's starting to have some issues, like bishop c5. Knight endgame, he could lose. If he had played g5 a moment ago, he probably had ways to like liquidate all the pawns already. He passed up on that, and now he could even lose. Like, protected pass pawn in the knight endgame, I'm starting to like white here, you know? A minute ago, yeah, I am better now. A minute ago, I was worse, and now it's likely that I'm better. Knight c5 check doesn't really do anything. And also, I mean, maybe I'm not winning here. You know, he's still within the margin, his margin of error or whatever you'd want to call it. Because my pawns are fixed on dark squares. I mean, that's my biggest problem here. Fixed on the same color as my bishop. It's just not really the optimal situation. And his targets are pretty far back. Like, it's really hard for me to attack those pawns, being back and kind of compact like that. Hey. Hey, it's not cool. Try to play for, you know, draw a position for a win. That's not cool, okay? And don't be like Olegas. Alright? You understand? It's not cool to try to play with rook against rook when you have 5 minutes against 3. It's not cool, okay? Understand? Now, Panda's pretty angry. I had to kind of calm him down, you know, Panda. The Fugu is more calm, you know, naturally. Luckily, you know, it wasn't a big deal. But Panda was pretty upset about it. Like, he was definitely chomping at the bit. Whoa. So, he found some way of, wow. I hope this isn't some, isn't this like, oh my god, I could lose? I'm not allowed to lose. I don't think I can lose. I'm like dominating his knight. He has g5, and then I just wait, you know. And the question is, he can just wait too. So he plays g5, and we just sit here, and it's a draw. Is that really for real? Like this? You just sit there and it's a draw? I think he might have a problem. I think he might be lost here. Now it's like protected passed pawn. H4. I mean, isn't this lost for black? Protected passed pawn on e5. And my king's like coming in. He's got no g5 because I get the outside pawn. I mean, there still might be a draw if he's got enough tempi to do it. King e6, king e3, g5, f takes g, h takes g, h takes g, king takes e5. But h5 should just lose. That just loses out of hand. So I guess the only move here is g5, you know? Like very instructive commentary, I know. It doesn't matter because I can sneak around the other side. It would be different if it was like moved over one rank or something like that, you know? I guess. What would happen if we shifted all the pawns over one rank? That would be a draw, right? If we shifted literally all the pawns one to the left from my perspective, it would still be a draw because he could do like b5 and then king d4, king e6 draw. But I can come around the side, and I don't see how I can draw if I'm coming around the side. Can he? You know, my pawns. If he kept the knight on, I think it was a draw. I mean, there may have been g5. But there was no reason to trade, you know. Even his trading his bishop in the first place. I mean, it was weird. But c5, I'm just coming around. I mean, how can he stop me? This pawn is too dangerous. He can't, like, get the opposition on a6 because I promote, you know. He can't go to a5 because I promote. So there's no way. I mean, unless he has some weird trick. But I mean, even if he does that, there is a problem, huh? We have to count now. Okay. So when I go to a4, he plays g5. I take. Plays f4. You got to be kidding me. I'm still inside the box. You got to be kidding me. So it's a draw. Wow. So you're right, actually. Now let's count this. If king b3, yeah, I would be all right. King b3, g5, h takes g, king d6 or king d7, g6, king e7, g7, king f7, and he wins. The king b3, f takes g, king d7, king c3. So I can play king b3 because I've got f takes g, and then a tempo to get back and get back in the box. Get in the box. But I think this is a draw. Oh, man. It wouldn't have mattered if I had played c5. That's amazing. I thought it was a win because of g5. Nice study, though. Here I take with the f pawn, and I'm all right. We both promote in that line. Actually, f4, king c3, f3. I'm crazy. Okay, I just take with the f pawn. I don't need to push it. But if I go to a4, I'm too far out, right? See, that's the thing. Yep, good game, man. if I go to a4, I'm outside the box. So when I go to a4, he plays g5. H takes g, h4. g6, king e7. g7, king f7, e6 check is hopeless. So he can stop these. They're too close together. He couldn't play the g5 before? That move, what? Because of f takes g5, h takes g5, and h5. I mean, it's possible I was never winning. Wow. That's really surprising, though. I mean, it looks like he's totally dominated. Bishop takes c5. Bishop takes c5. Knight e7. You know, and now, like, I have to watch the threat of g5. But, you know, what? I mean, maybe I could win here. Maybe this is just a win, because I can play g5. I mean, h4, excuse me. That's another story. What's happening after h4, h5? It's like giving me a headache to think about it. We should add this to the Endgame Theory room on Discord. I'm not even sure what's happening. I mean, honestly. But here, I think it's just a draw. So king f4. He's just going g5, man. And then it's over for me. There's nothing to think about. I cannot leave the box. The square of the pawn here. His pawns, he can stop both of these, you know, these pawns coming down with his king in a good position on e7 or f7. And I can't go that far away over to a4 and I'll be, you know. So I didn't really think about it. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just winning. But g5. Now I read your comments. What happened earlier that I missed? Yeah, it looks like a draw. 12 wins, 10 draws. 12 wins, 11 draws, and 2 losses. A lot of draws. How would you feel about playing a correspondence vote chess game against the Discord channel? Absolutely. I mean, that's a good idea. That's going to be fun. Definitely. Panda is going to tell you now, though, no computers. Pawn the... Black's playing for the win. If I go king b3, g5, he's out of the box. I'm threatening nothing. The Discord channel is pretty exclusive. It is. But it has to be. He'll play for a win with g5. It doesn't work, though. I just take with the f-pawn. And then I can get back. If I went to a4, I take. He plays f4, king b3, f3. I'm out of the box. Yeah, go king a4, you lose. So it's seriously a draw. Well, that's Percy Hepworth's second draw. Yeah, it's totally draw. Was I winning if I played like h4 instead of taking on e7? That's the best move. But it looks like it may still be a draw. That's my best try here. Still h5. This is what I figured, you know. Man, it's tough, but maybe it's a draw. Solid game, but to be honest, like I was always like kind of fighting in this game. I never really thought I was better. To be honest, he played really well. I didn't really deserve to win this game. You know, I was kind of just lucky at the end. He gave me a little bit of a chance, it looks like. But it's just an illusion. It's all an illusion. So the final analysis of the simul is 2 losses. 12 wins, 11 draws, and 2 losses. I'd like to thank everybody for playing. You can check out our Discord channel if you want to get in there. Ask our moderator, Soltiga, for password. We've got stream tomorrow, Blitz on Monday. It's going to be 4 p.m. EDT here from the USA. 5+3 through 7+3 Blitz and Rapid tomorrow. 2 losses, not bad. Lots of draws. I kind of chickened out with a lot of draws in level positions where time problems were becoming issues. This was the game that was most impressive. I hung a rook in one game, but this one was like I got outplayed from the middle game onward. Very unusual opening by takeback here. I wonder if this has ever been played. Bishop b4. Very rare move. Here's a game where Vladimir Malakov won and Robert Torma, Hungarian IM, also won. Everyone's playing knight d5. That's the move I played. I mean, it's the natural move. Now he goes where? Bishop c5. So I didn't find this move b4. That's a dynamic idea. That's probably best. I played a TN here. Knight takes e5, and we got an interesting position. But it's actually useful for him to have this f5. It gives him good control of the center at e4. So I think this is just unclear. And the game was kind of interesting all the way, but at some point, I didn't find a really good job for my dark squared bishop, and I thought even this move is not the right plan, let's say. But we were okay. Then queen d2. I'm not sure about that. And I started to have trouble, and I really should have traded here with my bad bishop on f6 and played a level position. But I tried something like to keep my bishop on the board. He just found this move. This was a really strong move that I didn't see. Defending d6 with the backward move and getting out stonewall style. And then playing against my bishop on f4. It was a really nice idea. And then here my bishop got stuck, and I started to have problems. It became very awkward with my queen now, queen e3, and now black's better. My pieces aren't well coordinated. My king is kind of weird, and I couldn't really keep it together. And black has good focus on like the e4 square, the e file, f pawn, f file threats. So, maybe the engine would hold this for white, but it's an unpleasant game, So I made some mistakes there. This was a bad judgment, like not trading my bad bishop on f6, trying to keep the bishop pair. He gets a good grip on e4, and then my king isn't safe, and he's better. Anyway, guys, good game by takeback, and we lost 2. So anyway, fun games today. I will be back on Monday with Blitz and Rapid Chess. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Merle Dixon, thanks for the donations. The chip leader for the week with 1,500 bits, Astrobate 1444, and Saul with 1,000. Thanks you guys for supporting the stream. You can also donate via PayPal. Check out my YouTube channel, please. Subscribe. It's free. Obviously, it's YouTube. So support my YouTube. Just like and subscribe over there. Video chess training at YouTube. What else? So that's it. The Panda's out. We're out. Have a good weekend with what's left of it. Have a good weekend. See you later. Thanks for playing. Yeah, h4. All right. So, Fugu is resting today. He'll be back on Monday, and I will see you guys later. So, good games. Thanks, Soltigo, for moderating. It was fun, guys. Tough games. And Monday, I will see you 4 p.m. EDT here. Bye-bye.